In 2019, Johnny Gandelsman asked me to write a piece for him. And as a composer, I really like writing for people whose music I know and whose playing I'm familiar with. And so it was a real treat and honor for me to write something for him. And I also have a tendency to like to assign a narrative to the pieces that I write. So I wrote him a piece um, that is inspired by a single piece of plankton and its short life on the planet. Plankton, the word is from the Greek word planktos, which means drifter. And planktons are usually single cell organisms that drift with the current and travel all over the world and then eventually are eaten. So this piece is kind of describing um, being, tossed around on the currents, um, undergoing some turbulence and whatnot. But in the very beginning, this section is very dreamy and atmospheric. It's also very violinistic. I'm a violin player myself, but see, the thing about Johnny is that he can kind of do anything you ask him to do. So I asked him to do all sorts of things that I personally, as a violin player, would never do, which is play these very dreamy and improvisatory type of soft little figures in thirds. So that's kind of the way I was thinking about this piece in a nutshell. The most of it is very improvisatory sounding. It's not improvised at all, but it's got that feeling of just sort of wandering. And then there's a section that is very turbulent and rhythmic, and then it kind of drifts back into this sort of meandering light feel. So anyway, the piece is called "A Current Took Her Away." I decided to make the planktar. Actually, that's probably the correct singular version of the word plankton. I decided to make the planktar female, even though I don't think gender plays a role in these single cell organisms, even though the organisms themselves are very complicated. Anyway, mixing science with music, because I'm not a scientist. I'm actually just a musician. Anyway, I'm so thrilled with the way Johnny plays this piece. I'll also add that when I wrote it for him, I sent it to him. He had some questions and he started working on it about a week before he showed it to me. And then he showed up at my house at like 9 in the morning and was already off book and played this like quite difficult piece for me in my kitchen so early in the morning in an hour when I'm kind of afraid to even talk. It was very impressive. Anyway, again, honored to have had him ask me to do something and honored that he plays this piece I wrote. Thank you.